You know, I've been talking a lot about Christian in the past 6 parts throughout the tutorial, and yeah, I still think that he should have never made a tutorial because he don't know what the hell he's talking about. But this guy is a true freak. I don't understand. I can't even imagine that he's for real. When I've been looking throughout his videos and all this shit he done, I still can't believe that he is real. I never met anybody in the internet that's just so much of a failure that everything he says, do, and touches has become a complete disaster. It's ridiculous what I could find in the internet. I'm still shocked about this. And it really gotten so bad to the point that I actually became a commentator so I could just beat this guy down, so I could just get him out of my system. I wish I never met this guy. I really don't. Well, anyway, I'm at the final part of my commentary to Christian's stupid tutorial, which I'm not calling a tutorial of autism anymore. I've been thinking of what avatar I was going to use on this last part for a while, and I decided that I'm not going to use Lady Maya or my own alter ego in this part. No, I actually got something special for him. So, in this part, I will introduce you to Chris Chan's favorite character in the whole world, let alone his own idol, Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh yeah, I'm going to use his own inspiration for that stupid ass Sonichu for my last avatar to this tutorial. Poetic justice, bitch. Now let us begin this last video.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, because apparently you decided you wanted to watch this part after watching the autism tutorial, we have a special guest for you today.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Please put your hands together for a reasonably facsimile of Mr. Hans Asperger.
Yeah, Chris, yeah, that sack boy version of Hans Asperger actually looked like the real person. Yeah, mind getting into the issue instead of doing that stupid ass talk show intro? Seriously!
I'm your host, Christian Chandler, on this short talk show. And this is Mr. Hans Asperger.
God damn it, Chris! It's Dr. Hans Asperger's. Dr. Hans Asperger's.
Now, let's talk about him for a bit. Now, apparently, Mr. Hans Asperger.
God damn it, Chris, it's Doctor. He's a psychologist and a pediatrician. Why can't you get that right? Fucking idiot.
From the Vienna University Hospital in 1938. Oh, how recent.
Oh, that's recent for you, Chris. Yeah, 1934. Okay. Since if that's recent, then Eugene Breuer, a Swedish psychologist, was the first person to use the term autism, and that was about 1911. So yeah, that's pretty recent too. And you know what else, Chris? The United States haven't started research on autism until 1940s. So yeah, that's recent, isn't it? Huh? You stupid asshole. Yeah. Maybe you should do a little bit more research about autism instead of looking at Wikipedia.
You gave a lecture in Germany on autistic psychopaths after investigating a mild form of autism.
Yeah, there's a couple things I'd like to address about that statement right there, Chris. Hans Asperger conducted studies at Vienna during World War II for the especially gifted and withdrawal children. And about psychopath is called psychopathicity, which is in terms of lack of empathy and masking their emotions. So yeah, that term is quite correct.
Isn't that right, Hans? Yeah.
Yeah, again, not being racist or anything.
And also, apparently, this separate diagnosis, as it is quoted, was not recognized until 1981, only 1 year before I was born.
So I guess you were born a year before this term was recognized in the United States. That means you got the right to say whatever you think about it and call it if it's legal or not. You know, because you're a fucking narcissist.
Although coined from your name, Mr. Asperger,
Dr. Asperger's.
Apparently a Mr. Leo Kenner took the study much further and established the term early infantile autism.
Yes, he's also known to be the first child psychologist and the founder of Child Psychology Department at Johns Hopkins University Hospital. So, what the hell is your point, Chris?
Do you applaud Mr. Kenner for his work? Yeah.
There's been a lot of psychologists and autism specialists that study stuff like this and try to help children even further. What the hell is your point, Chris? What is it?
I see. Now, in my feeling alone, possibly mutual with others,
Which I highly doubt that, because anybody thinks similar to you is just a crazy idiot too.
the name Asperger, it strikes me badly.
And how is that? How is an Austrian name could strike you badly, Chris? Gee, I want to know. Can you enlighten us, please?
And I feel offended just by hearing the word.
Oh, he's offended by the name Asperger's. God damn it. Yeah, you're still a fucking child, aren't you?
Do you feel I have the right to my own opinions and feelings as an individual person, Hans?
Personally, I would say no, because your opinions or your own thoughts doesn't mean cow shit, because you don't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, not being a racist.
Thank you very much, good sir. Now, do you feel bad about having a name that sounds like a bad cut of cow meat?
Who else would think something like that? Holy shit, you are a fucking kid, aren't you?
Yeah. Do you feel that I, Christian Weston Chandler, do not deserve any blame or punishment for having an opinion of a single word such as Asperger?
It's Asperger's. Asperger's, not Asperger. You're saying it wrong. Maybe that's why it sounds stupid to you.
Yeah. Do you have a general understanding about how I feel about you now?
Yeah, because, you know, he's a simple-minded child that doesn't know any better, so that's why.
Yeah. Are you positive you really understand how I feel about you, Mr. Hans Asperger? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah? 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 Shut up, bitch!
Yeah? Yeah. Baka!
And we all see Chris's maturity in his works.
I feel dislike towards you for selfishly putting your ill name in association with autism.
So you mean to tell me that a psychologist who worked at a children's hospital in Vienna just so they can help socially inept kids so they can have a better chance at life is ill name? He died before his name was known throughout the entire world, and rightfully so.
And with a name like Asperger, I feel it only makes us autistic kind sound even worse.
And you're gonna complain about the guy because he has a different name. He did so many things to help people with autism. And what did you do, Chris? Well, besides smacking psychologists that study autism in the first place, which makes this tutorial bullshit as all hell. Let's see, you created a stupid hybrid of Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu, and you made crazy shit on the internet, and oh yeah, this. Yeah, that's right. You ruined the beautiful art of Bollywood for me. So, I guess that means you have every right to talk about a doctor since you accomplished so much, huh, Chris? Motherfucker!
Asperger's. You should have left it as it was.
Chris, Asperger's does not make autistic people look even worse. That's all in your fucking head because you're a fucking child.
Autism is autism.
And yeah, you practically smacked a psychologist that study autism. You know what, Chris? The term high-functioning autism and Asperger's has the same similarity, except the part where people who has Asperger's have slightly more intelligence than the one with high-functioning autism. I don't know, maybe that's why you don't like us very much, because we're a lot smarter than you. But that's gonna be same to say about people with low-functioning or mid-functioning autism. As a matter of fact, Chris, in the upcoming DSM-V, the classification between the two that separate them will no longer exist. They'll become one and the same. So either way, you've been ranting the whole time about the condition that you claim that you have. So how fucking stupid are you, Chris? Really? Is there no end of your idiocy?
And in your research, you linked it up with psychopaths. I feel even more offended at that.
The term psychopath was in 1980. It's a term used for a lack of empathy and the masculine abilities for awkward abnormality. So yeah, that part is true. The term psychopath you're thinking about is one crazy ass knucklehead that don't know any better and antisocial. Much like you!
Now get out of my sight. Yeah. I do apologize for that rude outburst, folks. But then again, that was just the way I felt and have been feeling about the word Asperger.
Again, Chris, that's all in your head. There's nothing wrong with the word Asperger's. You just twisted whatever you think it might sound like. And a matter of fact, you just hit a psychologist in the face that study autism. So, what's the point of this tutorial? I'm gonna keep saying that. There's no fucking point of this tutorial anymore.
Since I first heard it a few years ago. It is my second least favorite word, where my first least favorite of all time is naive.
And rightfully so, cause I bet you hear that word all the fucking time.
Again, I apologize if I came off as bad to anybody and made them feel bad for the way I acted. But then again, I do get emotional and carried away sometimes.
For no reason whatsoever. You're just a damn child, Chris. And nobody likes you.
Thank you for watching, and have a good, safe, and blessed day.
Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this part here. So this has been my commentary to Christian's bitchery, which he liked to call tutorial of autism. And before I leave and finally get this crazy ass man child out of my head once and for all, I just want to give out my final thoughts. I've actually seen autistic people that have worse conditions that Chris claims that he has. They're actually capable of holding a job, even though they do have to be looked over by a welder for a parent for 24 hours a day. But they can have an ability to take care of themselves. Christian, on the other hand, is a different story. He claims that he has high-function autism, but what I've been looking throughout the internet for several months is that he's rude, disgusting, homophobic, even closeted, racist, and all of that. He's a true term of an autistic Nazi, as we've seen here. And this is why I hate people like this, because they're the ones that take these people that's just trying to live their life, the actual autism people, and give them a worse name as possible. He's the one that's bringing everything back in the dark ages, where scientists and psychology try very hard to help these people to get a normal life and contribute something in society. It's because people like Christian that want to use autism as a crutch for their life so they can have an excuse for being a complete asshole to everybody and around the internet. You're going to have a lot of people that doesn't really have that condition being mistaken by actual people with autism. And that really makes me sick into my stomach. I do have autism, and I'm like offended every time I see this guy's face. Because the autistic community deserves so much more than what he did. And I don't even know if there's actually any kind of redemption for Chris. Because he ruined his own life throughout the internet. The name and repetition that he put out there around the world is never going to go away unless he changed his name or how he looks and everything. And I still doubt that was going to work. So this is just a weird case that I just get beyond pissed off about. And this is one of the reasons why I decided to do a commentary on this stuff, because I gotta put this behind me, because this is just gonna haunt me for a long time, and I don't want that to happen anymore. Chris, if you ever listen to this, you need to seek serious help, because what you have is more than just autism. This is going to the part where you're becoming a schizophrenic or something like that. You seriously need to get some help. Yeah, those parents of yours is not going to be there for very long. I can see them dying. And you're going to pretty much die with them if you're going to keep this up. This is serious. I'm dead serious about this. I mean, your reception over Sonic Chew and all these video games and toys and trying to have a sweetheart, you might as well forget about a chance to ever get a girlfriend, Chris. Or a boyfriend. Because you're closeted. You're seriously closeted. But you really need to forget about the chance of actually having a companionship. There's no way in hell this is ever going to happen with you. You ruined your life. And you're going to have to live with that for the rest of your fucking life. So, I hope you're happy for the choices that you made. Because you're going to eventually have to take responsibility for your own actions. I am done. I am so fucking done with this. I'm so glad this tutorial is over. but my journey in commentating is not. Because thanks to him, he's just created a monster commentator. So, hopefully there's going to be a lot more stuff that I would like to talk about. So, I'll catch you guys later.